All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. And I know I have been gone a long time, and I apologize for that. But it is a Wednesday, and we're going to get back to it. Easing back into the saddle, as it were. Hey, Rhino. So, let's say Gruff. Dragnos, Dirtblow, and Dirtblow. I've got some boxes for you. Hey there, Liquid. Hey, Guy. And Guy, I would love to. I would absolutely love to. And Fish, I am, oh, man, I am not. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure myself, man. Hey, Ken. Oh. Sorry. That cough has been getting worse. Might have to ask my doctor about switching meds. Man, I will never get tired of that. Never, ever will I get tired of that. Although I don't remember what I was doing last time. Apparently I was unloading some cargo. Yeah, Dirtblow, if you don't mind. If you could come meet me at Loreville, I'd be awful appreciative of it, and I'll just hand you whatever boxes you need to, complete your stuff. And Fish, I wish you luck on that surgery. May it be boring and forgettable. Hey, it's alright? Yeah. No, I'm still here. I've just been... Dude, my sleep has been absolutely destroyed. And the thing is, I can't really control when I go to sleep or not, between everything that I've got going on. So the few times that I actually do get to sleep, it's in the worst possible times. Hey, Guy! Thank you, Guy. Thank you, man. Actually, you know, you're right. I do need some milk. Oh god, my groceries are absolutely depleted. I need to go buy stuff. Thank you, man. Thank you, Guy. Well, you know, Fish, this is actually the max. Although I do have a tack, and I love my tack. Thank you so much, Guy. And Bishop, I've missed you, man. I've missed all you guys. I'm sorry for being gone. Like I said, it's been a massive wreck. Waste of my time. Just not being around when I want to be. Or I do this thing where it's like, hey, you're awake at 2 a.m. This is the time you're going to be active right now, man. You have no choice in it. Have fun. And still, Fish, I mean, you know, you can have all the surgeries in the world, and there's that one where somebody does something screwball, or like, you know, leaves a, I don't know, forcep in or whatever. I know, Derplo, but it still sucks, you know? Like, I've gotten some things done around the house and stuff. It's just like... It's just still so annoying. Like, when you're trying to sleep and you cough so bad that your dog gets pissy about it and, you know, huffs and leaves. Well, fish, you should start putting stuff in there for them to find. That way the doctors have, what's that called? Like, when you've got an animal in the zoo and they're bored, so you throw them like a bunch of balls and little doodads and stuff to play with. Enrichment, that's it. Yeah, just like start sneaking, I don't know, Tic Tacs in there or something. I've probably gotten far enough. God, it's been so long since I've flown. Oh, squirrel, you're in for a treat. I've watched a bit of gameplay on it, never played it myself, but you know, if there's one studio that deserves all the praise, it's definitely Cherry. Like Silk Song. Silk Song is a wonderful game. Well, Bishop, you know, we've had the trailer that we've been working on for the mobile bookstore and done a few small things for it. Not a whole lot of outside work you can get finished 2 or 3 in the morning, which has been unfortunately my domain the last several weeks. And the bit of sleep that I have got has not been pleasant sleep. But I think I finally had about a 20-hour bed crash out yesterday. And that was honestly nice. Like, you know, I was awake a lot, but still. Hey, Luna. Luna, I understand if you're mad at me. I'm still kind of in recovery. Hey, Super. Hey, Bob. Bob, I'm gonna hand over some boxes to Derplo here. And speaking of, if anybody needs some boxes to finish up that event, I am pretty sure they're gonna be dropping the next patch either this Friday or next week. So if you need some boxes, come on in and grab some. I'll just hand them out at Lorville. And Arcturius, I did. I think we actually went to one on stream before last, which I know was like a month ago, but you can always go back. Oh, it's all right. That's awful kind of you. I don't know what is my money situation. I am poor. I can fix that though. But yeah, Rhino, they had the what do you call that? The little bug with the recovery missions, right? Where you can get like 400 SCU off the C2. But if anybody needs to turn boxes in for Lorville, come on by. You ain't even got to do the mission. You just call it up and you send it down. And I think I've got about 3,700 boxes at Lorville. Where am I going? Lorville, that's right. Nice, Grib. Good job. Good job indeed. Rhino, I can't blame you. There, you don't have to send me that much, man. Really anything. I want you to, like, wipe your funds just for these. Arcturus, is the is the NPC swarm still going on? Oh, I know, Luna. I know how you like a schedule, you know, routine. And you know, let's be honest, a routine is a thing that I struggle with at the best of times. I did have some very interesting things happen though. During my little sabbatical of somnia. If you guys would like to hear some drama, because we all love drama. People say they don't like drama. But that's not true. They don't want to be a part of the drama. But if there's drama that you could not be in, oh, you grab the popcorn and you get ready. You know, Raven, I mean, they have had bounty hunting, and it's had its ups and downs. Are you talking about player-based bounty hunting? Because I'll be honest, that's where you're going to have the most dissatisfaction. Usually somebody gets a crime stat, they end up hiding at Grimhex and then just eventually logging out or giving themselves up for prison. Hey, Mr. E. Yeah, well, you know, I'm doing better. You know, I've been gone. Deplorable, it's good to see you, man. I need to catch up with some folks. I've got Discord DMs that I haven't answered, and they've been there for a long time. So anyway, some drama. As you guys know, my girlfriend's cousin is living with us. And she got a job a while back that required her to get a car. And you guys might remember that from last year. Found a little blue Honda Fit. Well, about, I want to say 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, she was out one night coming back from something, I forget what. And she took a curb a little too early, going from, there we go, going from a straightaway onto an interstate ramp. Took a curb a little bit too early, and this wasn't really a curb check, as it was more of a curb assault. But she somehow flew her little car over the curb and popped the tire on it. So I had to go out there late at night and try to sort things out. And the tire was ruined, absolutely ruined. And I was thinking, even if we replace the tire with a spare, as bad as she mounted that curb, there's a good chance that she did some real damage to the wheel itself, you know, the rotors, everything else. And also, somehow, in this massive assault on the curb, she sheared off a lug nut. So, out of 4 lug nuts, she somehow sheared one off to have 3 out of 4. Which is not a great amount of lug nuts to have. So to be safe, we decided to have the vehicle towed in to a shop, and a friend of ours recommended a shop that's nearby. It was like less than a mile away. And I'm going to pause that right there so I can see what big boxes I have. This number lies. I've got at least 3,000 here, but it stops after 1487. But hey, Raven, I am alive, man. I am so sorry. I'm glad to see that you're here too. Shadow and I appreciate that. I will be here more now. I promise I will be here more. I know I've kind of been gone more than I should have. Speaking of, I am getting a phone call. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We just rescheduling a doctor's appointment. Trying to push it up a little bit earlier. Also, I see Phaedrus and Biker has joined us while I was on the phone. Hey, Biker. Hey, Faye. Hey, Troy. Let's see. Do I have any bigger boxes to give? I sure do. Okay. There, how many boxes did you need, man? Actually, I guess I need to send mine. Hey, Face. Sorry, I know that kind of interrupted my story there. So, quick recap. Girlfriend's cousin mounted a curb really hard, enough to pop a tire. And I think probably mess up that front wheel. So we had the car towed to an auto shop. And I'll take my meds. I'll take my meds. So anyway, the next day, they replaced the tire. They put a new tire on it, but they don't replace the lug nut, the one that I told you was sheared off. And they told her that they could replace it in about 2 weeks, but it would be just fine to drive on 3 out of 4 lug nuts. Just fine, you know, to drive on the interstate with 3 out of 4 lug nuts, which I did not like. I thought that was quite the opposite. So guess what? About 3 days later, she's on the interstate, and guess what happens? She's driving along at 70 miles an hour, and the wheel comes off. Which is not... Sorry, I gotta write that down so I remember that. Which is not good. It's not good to have a 4-wheeled vehicle have wheels come off. Especially when it's a little tiny, you know, GoBot, basically. So she comes to a stop pretty much immediately in the middle lane of Interstate 30 during morning rush hour. And she has the good sense to vacate the vehicle, which is good because about a minute later, someone not looking at their phone instead of where they're driving, drives into the back of her and destroys her car. So now her car is totaled. She no longer has a vehicle. So that's been fun to, you know, deal with. You know, Fish, you might be correct. You might. This is actually the same one with the Scottish boyfriend, Fish. So, good callback. Good callback. Okay, so let me bring this up. So that's 552. Hey, Mother Fig. Yeah, it's not exactly optimal to lose the wheel. Yeah, like, having the garage tell her that it's cool to drive on 3 out of 4 lug nuts. No, Luna, you're good. Girlfriend's cousin that lives with us. After she mounted a curb and messed up her front wheel, they basically just replaced the tire and told her it was cool to drive on 3 out of 4 lug nuts, and I don't think they really examined the vehicle. even though I protested. And 3 days later, what happens? She was in a really dangerous situation. Yeah, it's all right. I feel like we're waiting for insurance to do their thing first. Because yeah. Mother pig, I'm not suing anybody because I'm not involved in the situation. I'm going to be bystander. I know I've got to have larger boxes than this. Well, Rhino, she's not very car savvy. Like, she lived in New York, like New York City, where she didn't really need a car, and I can't blame her for that. And she's had to learn very quickly. Do I only have 4 SU boxes left? That's all it's going to. I mean, Biker, she's got like the written repair bill, which shows that they just replaced the tire. Everything else was over the phone, but they let her leave on 3 out of 4 lug nuts. Good luck, Sarite. Alright, I'm gonna temporarily call these up. Just so they're not showing, so maybe I can get access to my larger boxes. But yeah, like, it was wild. They told her it was cool to drive on 3 out of 4 lug nuts, because that just puts a lot of undue stress on one particular lug nut and throws the balance off and makes it really easy for it to, you know. Yeah, exactly, Rhino. Because, like I said, they let it leave like that. It was not like a whole, like, we're telling you it's not safe to drive, and then she did it anyway. It was quite the opposite. Where I advised them against it, and they said it was fine. Raymond, could you explain to me MOT? What is MOT? Like that's all I get access to at a time. It shows that I clearly have more. I mean, Derplo, if you want them, you can have them. I'm just basically trying to pull them up. Although I wouldn't take the ones that I just pulled up over there, because I haven't written down how many that is. I'm basically just trying to clear them out of the way so I can see what else I have as far as big boxes go. Ah, gotcha, Rhino. Well, you see, Raymond, it actually varies by state. And I know darn well what caused it. It was a thing that happened 3 days beforehand, and admittedly that one was her fault. But like I said, we paid for it, rectified it, or we paid for the, you know, to get it fixed. Well, Derplo, I might have to give you these 4 SCU boxes. I apologize. So I guess we'll just do that. Well, you know, Phaedrus, I know the state of Texas requires you to get a yearly inspection on your vehicle. Really? Yeah, like, you know, I ran into that before when I was young. And, you know, I'll be the first to admit, there is sexism when it comes to the automotive and mechanic industry. A lot of the times I get brought along for stuff just because I'm the token guy. Even if the person I'm going with, who is a woman, happens to know more about the vehicle than I do. Yeah, Wolf, and I'm sure Arkansas doesn't exactly require a lot of oversight. Arkansas is very anti-consumer. Like, our tenant laws are pretty much non-existent. You got a problem? Boo-hoo. Suck it up. But Texas does require a yearly vehicle inspection, mostly because Texas is big. There's a lot of places where you can pretty much, get screwed on the side of the road. All right. Rhino, good luck. Getting 50 states to agree on anything? We're basically just 50 belligerent countries in a trench coat pretending to be a nation. All right, so he just needs 476 boxes. See, Rhino, again, good luck with that. A lot of states oppose having federal power over state power, things like that. In some states, you can't even pump your own gas. Others, I say that. I think it's 2 states that have that? But states do not like strong central federal power. They feel like it's overreach and oversight. I'm not going to talk too much about it because, one, that starts getting into politics, which ironically is real politics versus a lot of the headline stuff you get these days. But it's still politics nonetheless. That's it, Slider. Thank you. Yeah, see, that's the thing. See, Shadowwind lives in a state, much like mine, where it requires pretty much 0 emissions. 100. Yeah, 0 emission control. Well, it has the basics, but if somebody cuts out their catalytic converter, they're not going to get pulled over for it. Or inspections. However, you'll have states like California that have very heavy emissions taxes. Because it's a thing you actually have to worry about in California. You guys have a heck of a lot more vehicles on the road in Cali than you do Arkansas. Because a lot of vehicles out there will fail an inspection or just have things that were not around back when inspections were first introduced. And they could grandfather in. Like, for example, my MR2 doesn't have airbags. That's not an inspection thing, but, still. Older car. Although, I think the MR2 could probably, pass an emissions test out of California. I bet it could. Derplo, that should be all the boxes that you need. I think I've done my math right, and Lorville might show you a wrong number, but that should be 1457 for you. Oh, is it by county in Shadow? Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. Further than Chicago. Because you actually have to worry about smog collecting there. That one makes sense. Arkansas has a total population of about 3 million. And Little Rock itself... what is Little Rock's population? Yeah, we've only got 204,000 people here. So the concentration of smog at any given point is just very low. Oh, Ken. Thank you, Ken. I totally forgot about that. It is Pirate Week, isn't it? Oh, it's all right. Jesus, you weren't kidding. I'm so sorry. I just saw that. Thank you, Sarite. And thank you, Derplo. So much. That reinvigorates my pocketbook. Shadow and the MR2 is 1988. Ken, thank you for that. I might actually have to go get me a false icy after this. I'm trying to keep myself perky and awake so I can maybe go to sleep at a normal time. I don't even think I'm making trivia tonight. Hey, beggars. Oh, Derplo. You didn't have to do that, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. You are welcome. Good luck getting it all loaded up. Hopefully it's all coming here to Lorville and you don't actually have to freight it anywhere. Thank you, Derplo. Thank you, Ken. And Raymond, I have not. I'm still catching up on everything. I have not... Like, I've dipped into Star Citizen, I think, twice in the last 2 or 3 weeks that I've been gone. And it's mostly just to pick up some boxes from some associates, so if people need them, they can get them. And Derplo, you out of the hangar. I don't want it to poof on you. Good luck with it, Derplo. Good luck with it. And Rhino, are they still doing the giant skulls? I feel like the skulls would look better if they had the crossbones with them. Or if they were smaller, like on the caterpillar. See, Luna, it's funny, when I worked at the gun store, we had this girl there. It's about my age. We'll call her Steph for the story. Old Stephanie. Oh, thank you, Raymond. Thank you. That's right, although I'm not gonna spend the whole time talking like a pirate, because that'll get old quick. But old Stephanie, who I swear was the girl from True Grit, Stephanie knew more about ballistics and firearms than anybody that worked there, including the 2 Marines and the owner of the store. But due to sexism, people would come in like, hey, little lady, let me talk to the man in charge. And 9 times out of 10, the person they really needed to talk to was Stephanie. And, you know, it burned her up because it should. She had so much more experience than most of us when it came to gunsmithing. And, you know, was very knowledgeable on a wide range of products. Like, we all had our specialties and whatnot, but, like, Stephanie would probably forgot more than any of us would ever actually learn. But, no. People just overlooked her. And then when the man would pop up, they'd ask us a question, be like, well, gee, I don't know. Let me go ask Stephanie, the person you were talking to when you first walked in. You know, Raymond, I don't know. We could find out. You want me to pick it up? We could give it a go. You want to take a look-see? Yeah, see, mystery, just the skull. Like, I might pick it up for the medevac, but mostly for the joke, because like a nurse with a skull skin is fun. Because, you know, someone comments on it, like, you know, skulls are good. You need a skull to live. And also, I want to go back right quick. I do apologize for being gone. I know somebody asked where I've been. I have been messed up. Like, I haven't exactly been, like, dying or anything, but I have been in about a 2 to 3 week no sleep / get a couple of hours in where you can during the most inopportune times. Bit of a insomniac bender. It has not been conducive to being in any sort of public place. My question is, if we go to Nevermore. Should we go looking for the pirate hunt treasure thing? I feel like we're gonna get shot, but it's okay. Hey, Talos. And Moss, I am glad to be alive. I am glad to be here. Oh yeah, it's Sith, exactly. Exactly, that was always fun. Like, when they realize that the person they want to talk to is the person that they were flippant with, or, you know, just wrote off just because they were a girl. Like, never mind that Stephanie kicked our ass at just about every shooting competition we went to. Like, I was never the best shot. You know, I could hit the broadside of a barn. But Stephanie could do that in record time. You know, she pretty much was the girl from True Grit. So, Derplo, there's a thing on the website where you have to go to like 2 places and look for something to get clues to type in to get some hangar decoration. And there's 2 places you gotta go to. One of them is Nevermind. The other is, I forget. I think Gutter's Raid. Seems I am not the only person with this idea. Now, what is a prospector doing all the way out here? What is a little prospector doing? Something tells me I'm going to be waking up at Area 18 soon. If that happens, we'll bring the tech. Oh, did you, Raymond? Well, tell me how you like it. I don't mind it. Well, I've got so many paints for my cutlass that I never get to use. Alright, now how does this code go? Where memories fade and whispers hiss, never mind. The treasure be not in the stacks, but on the flank. Where the senior keeps the cipher, the secret be yours to claim. On the flank? What does that mean? The senior. You know, Arcturus, I thought about picking up that pack just so I've got storage boxes that big. Keeps the cipher. Whatever could that be? If we get got here, come back with attack. Speaking of, I see we're getting a lot of medical changes. Yeah, overkill. I'm here after all. I am alive. Ambulatory. You think this is going to be inside somewhere? Yeah, overkill. I feel like even if it wasn't intentional, leaving it like that instead of just patching it was a real cool move. On the flank. Not in the stacks, but on the flank. What does that mean? In the stacks. Are those stacks? Those kind of stacks, but on the flank. Hello, Cutlass Red. You know, I'm glad he took off, because I was really thinking about trying to shoot open the red and setting my spawn to there. I guess we're both looking for it. That's nice. It's kind of cool to look for treasure and not shoot each other. I was really expecting a bullet to pull through right there. And maybe I should go for the first one first, but... eh. Hmm. Can you catch a ladder? Not if you miss it. I mean, Arcturus, now is the time to do it. Where the senior keeps the cipher. What does that mean? The senior keeps the cipher. Is it like a geological thing? Is there like a door here we could open? Yeah, Sane. Here, I'll link it to you. And I'm probably doing this in the wrong order. There's two parts to it. And I'm doing the second part first, which is probably not advisable. Flank tells me it's probably on the outside or outskirts. Just not entirely sure if I'll know it when I see it. Like what is that? Is that a word? Is that... I bet it's not ash dissolver. Yeah, you know, Derplo, when maybe solving a puzzle, maybe I should go in the correct order. Like, that sounds right? But I figured we were here. I was like, I know Nevermind is in the Hurston area. Not on the stacks, but on the flank. These are all stacks. Oh, you think it's numbers, huh? That's... Maybe we should visit the first one first. Beggars, the first part of the clue, or the first part where I'm at, is where memories fade and whispers hiss, never mind, which is where we're at, never mind. The treasure be not in the stacks, but on the flank. And where the senior keeps the cipher, the secret be yours to claim. On the flank. I'm trying to figure out the senior keeps the cipher part. Senior. Elder. Patriarchal. Senior keeps the cipher. On the stacks, but on the flank. Feels like a D&D thing. We all know how great player characters are at solving things in Dungeons and Dragons. And by that, we're not. Like 4-year-olds can do better than most D&D parties. I wonder something, though. Not on the stacks, but on the flank. That's a stack. Anything hidden up on these rocks over here? Any of these rocks called like Grandfather Rock or something by the community? Whoops. I don't keep up with geology in the game. There I go, doing it again. There we go. I mean, dude, that's entirely fair. I prefer just to find out what people know or don't know on their own. Yeah, no, saying I was struggling with the font myself. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm going to assume this is probably still in the realm of the actual area, and not like slightly out of it. But maybe I should do the first part first so I can see what we're dealing with. Okay, what does cipher mean exactly? What are we looking at? Code? Just looking at the word. Wait, hold on. Hmm. Okay, I thought. I doubt it's liquid water tank. Can anybody read that? Revolt. Revolt. I wonder if revolt is part of it. Let's just write that down. Saying I think we're building a code. Because I don't know about you guys, but I cannot read that. That's pretty easy to read. Let's check all the other boxes. See what they have. Can't read that. Dead end might be something. So I'll make a note of that. I'm not sure what senior keeps the cipher. Yeah, same. Yeah. No, it's a promo code, so it'll be all the same code basically. These are nice and clean. Stacks. Still don't feel like I'm on the right track, but maybe we should do the first part. See how we go. So I suppose we'll go do that. Let's go fly to Cutter's Rig. I feel like that was really the only writing we had. Write down this, but I don't think that's going to be much. Well, off to Cutter's Rig. Yeah, hold on. So we've got Revolt in multiple places. So it might not be Revolt, but I'm kind of feeling that dead end. Wolf, that's a good lead. Hold on, let's investigate that one more time before we go. Because I've seen a lot of revolts. Bike, I'm in 4.3. Maybe I should go there on PTU. I wonder if it's different on PTU. I can just jump out of here, right? All right. So type of key. Which box was this? Where was I where it said dead end? Yeah, see, Beggars, I don't think there's an inside here. Where did I see that? I think it was over here. I can't read that. Okay, so see dead end here. Would there be a key or anything here? There's nothing special on this platform. Wait a second, what is that? No. Okay, this is just vents. Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to be blown up. I think someone just dropped a bomb on it. Senior keeps the cipher. I think I might be investing too much into that dead end. Huh. Maybe it's a dead end. Anything in here? Are you a... Oh, no, you're a guy. Send location. What? Why can I loot him? Are you not a man? Yeah, Beggars, I think we are going to go higher. So now you're supposed to go high for the first one. Wait. Okay. Just checking. Oh, Derplo, no idea. Tractor beams have been kind of having issues. That's right, Sane. I forgot all about those. Just never did a lot of them, you know? This doesn't feel like it's on the flank. Yeah, Raymond, you're right. All right, let's go try that out. My legs. Oh, That's neat. I'm telling you, the word is liquid water tank. That's got to be it. Or maybe never? That does mean that's correct, Raymond. I'm writing down all the words we run into. That's a great sound to hear. Let's go ahead to Cutter's rig. See what happens. All right, come on, me whale ship. Yeah, no, I've made this infinitely harder on myself by going backwards. Hey, Mobutu. I am still alive. Believe it or not, I do live. Now the question is, I always forget, where in the world is Cutter's rig? It's not far from here at all. I bet that's going to be a bloodbath. I don't think that orbital worked. Mobutu, I appreciate it greatly. Still a little bit peaky, but feeling better. Hey, Cerrone. Cerrone, we're after pirate treasure, and by that, some hangar decor. Although I've made it super hard on myself by looking for the second clue first. I don't think this is a be sure to drink your Ovaltine situation. Honestly, Raven, I've been gone for about 3 weeks. That's probably not... I probably don't have the best take on it. Unless you just mean the overall state of the game. Which it is playable. It has its issues. Of course, there's some niche issues when it comes to bounty hunting or racing or things like that. But, everything has its issues. Especially if you're trying to hunt players. Now, if you just want to go after NPCs, I don't think you have a problem. Oh, snaps! Agent Letty's on the server. That means we've got Mongrel Squad on the server. Good thing I ain't hurling cargo today. Yeah, Saron, they actually finally divvied them up. Thank you, Christian. Glad to be back, man. And yeah, Derplo, I figured I could just figure it out, and it turns out that maybe I can't figure it out. In fact, what is the clue for this one? Spire reaching the clouds over Cutter's rig. Okay, so that means we're gonna have to climb. Derplo, just Mongrel Squad. Although, if you're taking your cargo from point A to point B, where are you taking the cargo? Like ArcCorp? As long as you're not hitting an orbital marker, you should be safe. X be planted on the Lone Peak. Would I guide you to the 6 East? Lone Peak. So we're looking for an X planted on a Lone Peak. It's wild that I've not picked up a ship on radar yet. I don't think we can do this from the ship. That is fancy dancy armor that somebody has. Can I land this thing here? I guess we're gonna try. Oh, that's a big girl. I don't think we're gonna pull that off, at least not well. My God. Yeah, Raven, I've enjoyed the missions that I've done so far. Now let's see if this person will be peaceful. It appears somebody wasn't, although that is a free NDB, isn't it? Not gonna say no to that. Not gonna say no to that. Yep, somebody's met a bad fate. Yeah, Phage, it's the Onyx missions. You know, those new facilities. They're quite fun. I think Goldilocks is looking at us. Weird to watch NPCs climb. I don't feel like NPCs should be able to climb. Like, I know that's not, what's the word? Against NPCs or whatever. Hey, Gaz. I'm going to assume they made the highest peak. Now, you think we're going to get up here and dude's just going to blast us? Would be. Odell Guide. It sounds like 6 letters for a word. What do you guys think? Gaz, good to see you, man. Sorry I've been gone for so long. Lone Peak. You know, pickle's not a bad word, Gaz. I like pickle. It's be planted on the Lone Peak. Whoa! That's not the clue, but... Wait a second. We're not looking for a peak, we're looking for an X, aren't we? That doesn't go particularly far. You know, maybe doing this at night is also a bad idea. So, Cerrone, there is a, here, I'll link it. There's a little treasure hunt thing, and you have to find 2 clues to put together the word or phrase or whatever. You'll scroll down a bit, and you'll see some terrible font. The first clue is hoist yourself up the spire, reaching for the clouds, or Cutter's Rig, which is where we're at currently. Where X be planted on the Lone Peak. Let old Odell guide you to the 6 ye seek. So I think the X is actually somewhere up here. Instead of a peak that we're looking for. Because... it doesn't say we have to... No, that's not... I don't think that's the X we're looking for. What does that say? Warning? I kind of like... Hold on. Okay, well, warning dead end was not it. Where's their dread? Was it up here? Did I miss it? Yeah, Raymond, the clue was hoist yourself up the spire, reaching for the clouds or cutter's rig, which is the spire we're currently up. Where X be planted on the lone peak, let old Odell guide you to the 6 ye seek. So I'm thinking it's a 6-letter word. And I'm realizing it might not be at the very top of the peak. It just says where X be planted on the lone peak. And I believe this is the lone peak. X on the white dome? I see. Good thinking. I feel like it would actually have a word. Like, I feel like the clue should be something that once you see it, you definitely recognize it as a clue. Nothing, conceptual. But then again, I am also an idiot. How many 6-letter words can there be? You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to play that game. Raymond, I don't believe so. The topography here is pretty... Sea Faders, that's what I want to know. I assume that's supposed to be the name of an NPC. Yamabuto. So we can take a drink right quick. I swear I just took one. No, my cruise. Ooh, Raymond. Ooh, Raymond. Now, this is Lorville, so it's okay to litter, right? We're not going to do that. Clean the planet up, one bottle at a time. Yeah, see, Saron, I was thinking that maybe we would see an X up here if we were looking around. What do you see, buddy? The sun's coming up. I hope the sun's coming up. So maybe it'll be a little bit easier to see. Are you old Odell? Hey, Agatha. Good to see ya. I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope everyone's doing okay. I've been kind of away myself. Huh. No ID. There's a part number. This is, we're looking for 6. take it. At this point, I'll try just about anything. No, I had like a pretty much like a 0 sleep spell for about 2 or 3 weeks. Kind of a combination of all the meds I'm on. It just really had me floored. LPV. Odell, I swear. Lone Peak. We've got to be on the Lone Peak, right? Wait, hold on. I just realized I'm an idiot. There's 4 clues total. So we have to go to Spectrum to find the other clues. Social media? I don't want a social media. I'll go to Spectrum. Why is Spectrum so big? Oh, I tried to blow it up so I could actually read stuff. Where would that be on the Spectrum? Announcements, maybe? Okay, hold on. I think we've got something here. A lot of how many NPCs do we need up here? I mean, Sineth, I'll do anything for a clue. All right, here is your serpent's writhe neath clear skies. A little beast roar like thunder. Seek and find with clean, clever eyes. Orange blazon leads you to your plunder. All right, so it's a 4-word. It's a total of 4 words. First word is 3 letters. Second word is 6 letters. Then 4 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's 3, 6, 4, 6. Thinking the pirate something something. And Maboots, I'm sorry. You said pan this way a quarter. Wait. I don't think I'm going to get this today. I wonder. Hold on. Yeah, Durplo. Maybe it's worth heading to Cleo. Where would... Okay, so I'm not even on the first riddle. First one is going to be at Shady Glen, I believe. That was in the email, wasn't it? XP planted on the Lone Peak. Maybe it's not at the top of the peak. Yeah, let's just climb the whole thing again. You think so, Mabuto? Like way... Over this way. Oh. Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right, it's all coming together, Mabuto. Good eye. How did you see that? I didn't see that. And I've actually got this, like, you know, full screened. One Hurston, aren't we, with 1G gravity? Hmm. Ha! Ow. Is alone. Did he die? Sir. At least you could have done is remove your helmet so I could have taken it. I mean, I guess he didn't have a ship parked here, did he? Why are those dragonfly bits? And did the dragonfly get a pyrotechnic skin? Did it get a cool skin that I just don't know about? Also, I feel like this might be the worst ship for this because it's huge. But it's the ship I've got here, so. Yeah, see, the draw distance wasn't even showing me that thing. What's the rest of this? XP plans. Where XP planted? Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just back on up. Yeah, we can get out of it. come on. Let me totally get up there. Like I've somehow lost control of the situation. Oh, hey, it's that guy. I'm just giving him a ride. Nice, Derplo. Good to hear. Good to hear. It's probably at the top, right? I feel like it's going to be at the top. I'll try to do a few different things. It'd be nice to make streaming my main job, but realistically, I don't think that's going to happen unless I put a lot more work into it. And, why can I not go forward? Okay, what is happening? Ah, farts. Hey, no leg damage, though. But no, like, to make streaming your main job, you gotta constantly be at it. One, let's be honest, I'm on the wrong platform for that. You gotta spend killer amounts of time. And I don't know if I've got the wrists or the health for that. You gotta constantly pander to people to give you dollars or find some sponsor. And I feel like by the time you get yourself a sponsor, you're catering to them instead of an audience. Well, I wouldn't definitely mind a sponsor. Is that an X? You think that counts as an X? Can I not get my camera up here? Can we not finish climbing up here? Well, that's nice that you can hang on a ladder and... Oh, my God. Haha. Latch mechanism. I feel like it's got to be at the top there. This is an X somewhere here on the ground, which I don't think I see. Yeah, I'm a boot too. Like, why would it work? You know, why would it work? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go grab the ship and grab the ramp, park it in the air. And how did I even get down here? Here we go. These ladders are not marked coming down. I mean, maybe they are, and I'm just not super observant. I guess I have this one pipe thing. It's gotta be at the very top. just drop a ramp. Or drop the elevator. No sense in running a link to the whole ship if I can just drop the elevator. Okay, how are we gonna do this? You know what? I'm kind of liking the idea of the ramp. Let's try that. This is where we fall to our death. And I look like a silly Billy. Is there nothing up here? Oh no. Oh no, not my ship. Okay, let's fix that, because that's going to be an issue. Yeah, Troy? Hey, it's not the best. You gotta remember, I pissed blood. Was there an X on the ground, Mobutu? Sorry, let me fix my ship so I can get back onto it. Am I decoupled? No? Coupled. I'm quite coupled. Try that again. Now, Mobutu, you said you saw an X on the ground, huh? All these doors. Should go this way this time. Now, you said you saw an X. Was it that X? I think I've sacrificed my ship. Oh well. To the 6 we seek. It is Apple. Yeah, that's the same X that we had previously. on the spire. Hold on. X be planted on the lone peak. Let Odell guide you to the 66. Alright. We're at the lone peak. Beginning to think this X might not be up here, but just around the lone peak. Because it just says on the lone peak. And there's not really anything there. You can surface like the ground surface? Stealing bodies. Whoops. Well. I mean, there shouldn't be an X on the horizon. Like, I see an X ship. Oh, man. I've got that NDB-30 in there, too. It says the X is somewhere on the spire. Where X be planted on the lone peak. They'll guide you to the 60s. Oh yeah, sure. I can use it from this side. Can I get off of that? Yeah, Apple. We've come across that X, though, on the other white dome. On the other peak that is also shaped suspiciously like this. I wonder. Oh, how I wonder. No, Apple, that's not a bad idea. Hey, Stell. There is a greenhouse type situation down that way. I cannot. Bad buddy. All right, let's try that out. So go down the path towards the greenhouse. Tell you what, somebody's been enjoying their Sea of Thieves. Well, you know, Faye, from this direction you can actually see a greenhouse, and my ship's in the air. We've got nothing better to do. So maybe let's investigate that. And Like, it might be off the track. I mean, there is greenery. Where are we? Like, I know Cutter Rig is right here. Worst comes to worst, we'll come back with a small ship that can actually maneuver around.
Beards of antiquity.
Apple! Holy crap, I almost died there not looking. Apple! Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, Apple Crow. I gotta say, this is the most amount of nature that I've taken in this game in a long time, too. Yeah, Faye, what never left? Maybe I'm too far off the beaten path. Okay. But there are a lot of plants. Are a lot of plants. Yeah, Raymond, I think I'm gonna have to relog and bring like a Pisces or something. Hey, Golden. That's the peak. Oh, no. You know what? I just realized, though, if I relog... But if I die... Oh, Durplo, it's no big. Trying to think of what it could be. Thank you, Apple. You know, I think I've gone off course with this line of thinking. XP planted on the Lone Peak. It's the only Lone Peak. Do I have a med gun on me? No. You know, Beggars, that's a good question. I don't know. I could find out. Oh, Apple, I plan to. I plan to. God, I could use one right now. I can already feel myself starting to fade. Oh, Raymond, I thought this was the Lone Peak. I thought it was the only one we could see. Was there multiple peaks? See, Mabutu, I figured they were using that part just to work in Nevermind for Cutter's Rig. Because Nevermind is a place that you can go to on Magda, I believe, which was the place we first started. How you gonna drift so far away? Yeah, see, Mabutu, I was looking for 6 letters. Because the second word, which correlates to clue 2, this one, is 6 letters long. Not exactly. An X marks the spot. What do you plant? Trees, shrubs, a flag. Do you plant flags? Okay. There's Cutter's Rig. That doesn't sound like a fun sound, does it? Oh, it's Buddy. Yeah, it's cool that you're just sitting there now, and then instead of drifting away like you did immediately when I parked it. Lone Peak. What an XB planted. Guys, I gotta say, I'm not good at this. Yeah, pretty sure it's not these X's, because we got plenty of them around. Wondering about this fertilizer and minerals. Hold on. I have a dumb idea. Planted. Fertilizer. 864572. That's 6. And they are crossed. Okay. You know what? They're crossed like an X. You got 2 bags crossed on top of each other. That makes an X. Planted, it is fertilizer. And then we have 6 numbers. Well, the fourth clue, Mobutu, tells us how many characters are in each part of the riddle. The second clue, which is the one we're working on, is 6 characters. Not necessarily letters. It might be numbers. I'm going to write it down. That's really the only thing I can find around here. See, yeah, well, that's just it. Maybe I should work the very first clue. I didn't realize this was clue 2. The first clue is... I'm going to have to log. So let me relog right quick. We're going to work the very first clue. And I think the first clue is M50. Wait, hold on. M50. We did wake up here. All right, let's just claim the attack and wait around for 3 minutes. That's cool. Because there's a little M50 model inside Shady Glen. And the M50 would technically be 3 characters. Oh, good. Good job, Coyote. Good job indeed, and thank you. Mobutu, what news? Thank you, Coyote. So Raymond, we actually have 4 different clues in total. If you give me a second, I will link you a Reddit post that has everything condensed down. Does not have the answers, just the clues.
Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous
I think that link
offense.
went through. Might be kind of a long. But the first clue, which I didn't realize was when we had in an email, is at Shady Glen.
Away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
Says you may spy a prize faster than the wind. I know that there is an M50 model in Shady Glen.
Next stop, Pizza Spaceport.
An M50 would be 3 letters or 3 characters. And the thing is, it doesn't all have to match up. Like, it doesn't have to make a sentence. It doesn't have to... all equal, like all words are all numbers is the thing. Guess while we wait.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Should I go tech or Pisces?
Your insurance
Pisces
claim
is smaller. I can
has
park that in tiny places.
Thank you.
Oh, gold. You mean the one that had the Aegis emblem? Good to see you, bud. Go back to Cutter's rig, see what we can find here.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Yeah, Coyote. That kind of deflated me. I guess I'll just get another elevator. Yes, I'm pretty sure Shady Glen is going to be M50. That just works out. What do you think, Phaedrus? March? February? One, let's fix these injuries. Two, let's fix these legs. I hope they fix this UI. Phaedrus, I think it's supposed to. Yeah, but Invictus is like what? April, May? I don't feel like that's early. That's like kind of middle of the year.
Enfield Aerospace. All systems online.
Hmm.
Landing gear
Hmm.
raised. Shields offline.
Hmm. We go back to Cutter's rig. That didn't plot at all, did it? Yeah, Luna, it is fun. I need to go back and give it another run. Although since I've been kind of couch-bound a lot, I've been playing a lot of Humankind, which is a wonderful 4X from Amplitude, the same people who did Endless Legend. And, I've had a lot of fun with it. Even if I have committed massive amount of war crimes.
Quantum drive is now on.
Hmm. There might be... I wonder... Give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to look up something right quick. Never realized what a cute little island Cutter's Rig was based on. And Syneth, what is the date for Citizen Con again? I don't know if I'm going to be able to travel to Chicago. That bar, Citizen. I really want to go, but I don't know if I've got it in me. Ooh, October 11th. Yeah, I don't know if I've got that in me. Peak. No, Apple, that's true. I don't think I can make it to Austin either. Oh, Mobutu, they're great fun. Got tons of cool stuff, too. I still wonder if it's not somehow based on the original first. Like over at, over here, you know? Like, the Odell part is the thing that's throwing. I feel like we should actually be running into something that says Odell. Wait. Guys, there's plants right next to the lone peak.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete. Engines offline.
I wonder if X is planted there. Wait. That's an X. You don't think they dropped the M from model to make Odell and then CH 1977, do you? Like, let's look around a little bit. Let's see if we can verify. Steps, you can pick that. That's nice. I feel like we're kind of getting loosey-goosey with that model part, but I can't help but notice an X. Neutral. We could fix that. I feel like it would say Odell instead of model. Maybe that's what we're looking for. Maybe we're looking for... Wait. Haha! There we go. Odell. BT3480. That fits. That's 6 letters. So M50. BT3480. BT3480. All right. So I guess we're going back to Nevermind. Come on, there we go. Ease on up. But, you know, Mystery, I feel like Odell is still, like, I feel weird calling it Otto, you know?
Landing gear raised.
So I'm going to go back to Nevermind. And if these are following the same... So we're looking for a 4-letter or 4-word. Not on the stacks, but on the flank. Where the senior keeps the cipher. Maybe a manager keeping a key. That's gotta be it.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
We see Mystery. From here on out, it will forever be Odell. Okay, so now that we kind of have the theme felt out, where the senior keeps the cipher.
Quantum drive is now off.
I could probably slow down. You know, I hope the things we were looking for weren't on the side of these things. Alright, not in the stacks, but on the flank. It does make me think of those tanks. We're not necessarily looking for... You know, I'm gonna be a jerk. I'll park outside. If we can have number strings in this, or just random characters. Gosh, that could be anything. Alright, senior keeps the cipher. Alright, we're back. Senior keeps the cipher. So maybe where a manager keeps the keys. If I was a supervisor, where would I keep keys in this place? Yeah, see, Luna, my biggest issue when it first came out is it seemed like you could make more money scavenging than you could, you know, trucking. And a lot of economy issues that they ended up hashing out. I'm glad they did. I mean, Mystery, that could be it. Like a side office here, is there? I mean, I'm just guessing at things. I thought I was onto something with that fertilizer making an X. So I think all the parts of the riddle really have to come together. flank up here. I don't think that's much of a flank. Now, what we're looking for is 4 letters or numbers. Nope. On the flank. Well, that's 6 letters. But if you take away the me, Yeah, mystery, that's what I'm thinking. So we'll start our box perimeter run again. The senior keeps the cipher. Any of these labeled? You say like office or... They do not. And where the senior keeps the cipher, the secret be yours to close. Senior keeps the cipher. Wait a second. Let's have a looky-loo. Kind of wish he was in on it. Like, you know, follow where the dead guy's pointing. That'd be cool. Cipher. A keypad would be a cipher, right? I mean, we've got tons of them around here, but... Much too fast, buddy. Good job sticking the landing. Yeah, mystery, I'm flabbergasted, honestly. That looks a lot like drugs. I'm pretty sure that's drugs. C54. That's too low. Looking for 4 letters. I was a senior. Where would I keep a cipher? I don't think that's it, do you? 7784. That feels a little off. Hmm. I mean, Apple, that makes sense to me. Oh, Luna, I get that. Luna, you ever done any 4X games like Civilization or Humankind? What are we being mean about, Seth? Oh, Seth, you've already got my name. I don't think this place has much of a side office. I feel like senior is going to mean old in this context. Maybe something that presides over. So maybe the spire? We do have some... The last one wasn't exactly obvious. Senior keeps the safe. Oh, that was your landing. Oh. Oh, Sidith, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I understand if I get shot now. I won't even press charges. Not the stacks, but the flank. You think this thing's got numbers on it? Hello. Giant obelisk. I wonder. Gold, I haven't seen one around here. Have we already been over there? Hmm. On the flank. This flank's a landing pad. What does it mean? Coyote, I'm sorry, I didn't. What joke did I miss? Four numbers on the side of the crate? Mystery, when you say go back, I gotta know how far back. Because that is H81, that's 3. See any numbers on this crate? Unless you mean one of these. Let's get ASDG. Oh, I see it now, Coyote. I see it. You're talking about these crates. I don't think there was anything on these. I mean, you've got number right there, 625. 3125. But that repeats. I don't think that's going to be it. I feel like we're looking for some sort of machinery. Like a console. Ready? Yeah, like you can. Some of these crates are open, so you can hide in them. I mean, we could check it. Well, I don't think there's anything up on this one. I don't think I can get onto this one. Here we go. Ooh, Coyote. That's an idea, Coyote. Wait, hold on. Anything? Nope. Okay. Making sure this box didn't have anything special about it. Pretty sure we're looking for just 4 characters. 4 characters. 4 characters where the senior keeps the site. Oh, coffin. Great idea. Ah, crap. Which one was it? 3166. Sorry, 3166. All right, let me write that down. Let's keep looking. Let's make sure that this is the only one. It says SR. So we're looking for these blue boxes that say Ralu. This should be the only number. That one should be the only one. We've also got a 7142. But that could still be it, though. It could still give us a clue. Senior keeps aside for the secret boost. Not on the stacks, but on the flanks. So 3166 142. That SR, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's go check out these other boxes. See if we have any more SRs. And the code was on the side. Side of the box, anyway. Coyote, where did you see that? Oh. Man, you had me invested. No way it's going to be on that. Really feel like they should have utilized all these dead bodies for this. Like, you know, 16 men, not a dead man's chest. Which is a lot of dead guys. Like, I don't think people really realize how many bodies that is. Living or dead. Hey, Brian. Hey, Porco. Brian, how goes the move, man? C54. Nothing is really sticking out to me here. Let's try climbing again. Hey, nice. How are you liking Texas? Senior cipher. Senior keeps the cipher. No numbers on these. Nope. There's nothing particular up here, right? Oh, Brian, I get that. Especially kids if they have to go to like a new school. I definitely wouldn't want to go to school these days. Danger intake. I'm glad it's in taking all the danger. Making sure there's not that much out here. You know, Coffin, that's a good question. Okay, so that just goes that away. Off into oblivion, I guess. And yeah, Brian, I'm pretty sure we've got 2 of the 4. Maybe 3 of the 4. Someone just posted the one for the 4th clue. So we're just on number 3, but number 3 is proving to kind of be a bit of a pickle. That's the thing. The code... Okay, so the clue that we have is, sorry. Buddy's trying to shut down on me already. The treasure hunt be not in the stacks, but on the flank. And where the senior keeps the cipher, the secret be yours to claim. So, you know, flank meaning side. So we're either thinking the side of something, but no idea what they mean by senior keeps the cipher. But it should be 4 letters. I don't think it's gonna be this help and help me. Oh no, Porco, we're doing the treasure hunt for the pirate stuff for Pirate Week. It's got me flummoxed. We had 2 good leads. For the part where it says the senior keeps the cipher. Because over here, there's 2 blue boxes that have SR on the side of them. Like SR dash and then a number. But there's 2 different ones with 2 different numbers. And I feel like maybe that ends up making them not the clue. Because we have 3166 and then somewhere over here we have a 7142. Yeah. For the life of me, I cannot figure out the next, like, part. You know, they do both have Ralu. Write that down. But I got this feeling that it's going to be this one specific thing versus the others. If that makes sense. Like the Odell one, that was clever. Real clever. They did a good job there. But I can't find like any writing here, anything to go off of. I hope it wasn't these giant tanks that can be, you know, destroyed. This has me absolutely gobsmacked. You know, there might be more to it. There might be another clue coming because they said... Where was it? Yeah, okay, you know what? I'm going to keep those SRs written down. I'm thinking Ralu might be it. But it says there's 4 clues with more to unfurl. So we might have everything already. There's probably like a final 5th clue. But I'm thinking Ralu is probably it. So we've got 2 SRs right next to each other. So I've got that written down. Yeah, it's all right. There's if you crack the whole code, and it's the same code for everybody, you get some hangar decoration. That's the only thing I can... Wait a second. There's another 7142. C54. I don't know, I'm kind of fading on this senior Ralu thing. Four, 5, 6-9. But we have 2 4 5 6-9s. This don't feel like a flank. This feels like it's smack dab in the middle. Yeah, Wolf, I feel like the last part's gonna be in Pyro. Ah, it's 5. Hmm. I was thinking maybe this thing had something on it, but I'm still stumped. I think we're gonna have to give up there for now. Which is a shame, but I'm just trying to figure out the senior thing. Nothing feels convincing. Like the Odell one worked. Like that one, you know, made sense once we cracked it. What's senior about any of this except those SRs? We have multiples of those. Wolf, this is Nevermind on Magda. I gotta be, Coyote. Let's see. Yeah, never mind. Treasure be not in the stacks, but on the flank. Which sounds like side. Where the senior keeps the cipher. Secret be yours to claim. Like the senior and SR correlation sounds right to me. The problem is we ran into 2 different ones. Like nothing specifically feels like, yeah, that's definitely it. And even then, it says that we're still waiting on more clues. Like they're probably going to give us more like tomorrow. So might wait on that. Liquid, you're welcome to. Not sure. Like I'm not entirely sure. Sorry, what am I trying to say? Like a second set of eyes, like more eyes on a riddle is always appreciated. Not sure how much longer I'm going to be at it. Because it's not very far, but I have to pop over to Walgreens and pick up some pills. This one has me just absolutely flummoxed. Oh, Liquid, do you okay. You actually have a clue. Yeah, let me refill on my oxygen right quick. Is this my ship? Did I leave the thing down? All right. This is an SR3166 crate. Where is the SR3166 crate? North of the main ramp. Hold on, which way is north? We're looking that. We're going to say that's north if we're going on 0. Because we've got... That's just even more SRs. One, 4, 2. Okay, those are definitely ciphers. But is there another number that isn't the SRs that is hidden here? So we got SR7142. SR3166. Yeah, Liquid. The other 3166 is over here, I believe. Where Happy Guy is. And I say that, there's a lot of them. He appears to be very excited by something. Wait. I see a laptop. No! Got this, buddy. I don't... What are we looking for? Cheater. No! Ah. Oh, come on. It's not the laptop, is it? Liquid, I might need another push in the right direction. I can't read that. Man, I've never actually seen that paint job out in the wild. That's a tiny sticky note. Yeah, see, sorry, I only brought a 4 power. Which means we're gonna have to get creative. The heck does that say? The game. Yeah, but what are all these other ones that they've got marked out? 5, 6. Senior keeps the cipher. I mean, game is 4 letters. Yeah, but remember, it's 4 letters is what we're looking for, or at least 4 characters. So we've got the scribbled out, the 5, the 6, but I need the other parts. I don't know. That one feels kind of shaky to me. Liquid, you got a direct code? Oh, come on. Let me stand on these. Yeah. What does say on the flank? We are technically on the edge of things on the sides. Liquid, well, I mean, this particular clue is a 4-character bit. So, for example, the one like with Odell was BT3480. So, like, you know, it could be the 3166 in this senior part. And it's not necessarily numbers. Oh, the last one. The last one, I believe, is... Hold on, I had it written down. Somebody found it at, 0059er GM. It's Golf Mike. And there's supposed to be more coming. Like, they haven't released all the codes yet, so... Even if we find it for sure, we're still going to be incomplete. Ooh, that was a shaky wolf landing. Yeah. Yeah, like if you look at the under the announcements where they gave like the, what do you call that? They showed how many characters are to each thing. There's a dash at the end, which makes it sound like there's going to be another word involved. So I am really iffy on this one. Yeah, Raven, I never see it out in the wild. Like, everybody worked hard for it, and then I never see it. So it's nice to actually see it. I don't know. You've done a good job making it a headache. I'll give him that. Sadly, I think I'm going to have to wrap it up, though. Like I said, I got to get to Walgreens. I can feel myself fading. Coyote, that'd be Mongrel Squad. I think Evil Org. Not a lot of people making names for themselves as pirates recently. That's a fancy helmet. Oh, got you. Let's see. Fire Rats, Nine Tails. Huh. I can't remember the others. Wait, hold on. What are... Oh, those are vents. Okay. Thought those were screens. I was about to have a field day. I mean, is Xeno... Like, are Xeno Threat pirates? Like, I feel like they're just more... terrorists, you know? I mean... They dumb. They real dumb. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to call this one here for now. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, Coyote, I couldn't tell you.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Hey, do you know where that fucking post-it note is?
I cannot read it for the life of me. I can see it, but I cannot read it. I can show you, though.
Yeah, show me where it's at.
Yeah, right over here. If I'm going the right way.
Hello.
Hello. Like, I'm pretty sure I know what the number is, just based on, like, the subreddit and everything. I'm just, like, trying to see it for myself.
Yeah, I cannot read it.
Alright, so you want me to bust your bubble?
I mean, I
Yeah,
feel like it's
so
already busted, but go for it.
I've seen the 3166, I've seen 7142, I've seen
Yeah.
4569, I've tried all of them.
Same. So it's like there has to be something else.
Well, I believe
Yeah.
there's a fifth clue, because if you look at the...
Yeah, like, why would they put a fucking dash in there, you know?
Yeah,
No, I
that
think
one.
I think that's a typo. They mentioned 4 clues in the newsletter. Like there's 4 clues scattered about, so there's 4 inputs. I think it's 4. I just think everyone's wrong about one of them.
Well, they did say that there were
Right.
more clues to come, though.
But
So-
a friend of mine even said, like, look, if you look at the 2 papers they put on that map, the bottom edge of the bottom right one and the top edge of the top left one like match up. So, maybe those 2 clues are switched? I don't fucking know. Because like if you put those 2 pieces of paper together,
I'm sorry,
right, the one on the
guys.
bottom right would be above the one on the top left.
But I mean, even then, like,
Yeah,
the other
Mabutu?
2 weren't on the paper. They were elsewhere.
Yeah.
Mabutu, where did you read that?
Like the first one was on the fucking comm link.
I am being told that there is another clue dropping at noon tomorrow.
Noon Central tomorrow?
Probably.
Okay.
Because another thing was they mentioned.
Thank you,
Stanton and
Mabutu, for
Pyro.
that.
So it's weird that they would mention Pyro if everything's spinning standard.
Right.
Good luck, guys. I am headed out.
This one.
Yeah, no, Mobutu, that's fair. And even then,
There's another
they
box
did
around.
say that they were going to be dropping more clues later on. So that makes sense to me, that it wouldn't all be solved in one day. Unless you've got like a... This is my Pisces, right? This isn't... Or did someone just shoot it open? No, if they shot it open, I would have heard it get shot open. I'm pretty sure this is... I have accidentally flown off of the wrong ship before. Thank you, Sarite. I'm sorry I was gone. I've just, sleep has been awful. And it just ruins everything else. When you just constantly wake up. Coughing up stomach acid, or throwing up a little bit, or just coughing in general, because it's not just like a light little cough. It's like, yes, my lungs are beating up my rib cage. It was, Raymond, wasn't it? It was a lot of F-bombs. And like, okay, I can't talk. I can't, because outside of stream, everything I say is F this or F that or whatever, or it's just a part of my common language. It was a lot of F-bombs, wasn't it? I do apologize, guys. I guess I need to mute my in-game audio so stuff like that doesn't happen. I'll tell you what, where are we going to log out? Let's log out at Hurl 1. That way we're close to things just in case. So yeah, I do apologize for that. Hey, DPT, just a little peaky, but all right. That's right, Sinneth. When I'm not on stream, actually, no, you can probably ask DPT. DPT, I swear a lot more when I'm not on stream, right? Oh, Coyote, I am sorry. I passed out in a recliner. And while I still had the cough, it wasn't as bad. So I think I'm going to try a little bit more of that, maybe. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, Coyote. Yeah, but still, Raymond, I could do a little bit better. That's why I usually have my in-game audio muted, so if someone's just hot micing and, you know, talking whatever, it doesn't bleed over here. Because believe me, I have heard some crazy things in game. People forget that their mic is on, and oh, good golly, Miss Molly, the things they have playing. And I'm sure some of it's on purpose to get a rise out of folks, but some of it's not, you know? Some of it's not. Yeah, see, Seth, I miss having a job where you could just do that. Wow, the brakes on this Pisces are not great. Yeah, see, Mobutu, I need to... Melatonin wrecks me these days. It used to do nothing. Used to make me hyper aware of my own heartbeat. So I didn't take it for several years because, like I said, I didn't do much. And then I took it again, and I slept like a whole day, half the day afterwards, and pretty much felt like I had like a melatonin hangover for several days later. So I'm just typing, or getting up on my water here. There we go. So I need to give it a try again, but maybe like a quarter of the dose that I had. Dusters. You know, I forgot all about the dusters, all right. Are they really pirates?
Welcome.
They don't
to
feel
the
piratey.
ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage. Visitors
But all right. I have got to go. I head by Walgreens before I feel myself shutting down. But I think we've made some progress on the clues, and apparently there's going to be more, so we'll give it a go later on. And I bet you the last clue is going to be in pirate. Guarantee it. Or your money back. Or maybe a giveaway or something. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out with me, especially after I've been gone for so long. And, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Until next time, keep on trucking.